Hi, I want to share a psalm with you this afternoon, and it's Psalm 77, and I will read it to you, and then we can just take it apart a bit. I cry aloud to God, and He hears me. On the day of my distress, I am seeking Adonai. My hands are lifted up, my tears flow all night without ceasing. My heart refuses comfort. When remembering God, I moan. When I ponder, my spirit fails. You hold my eyelids and keep me from sleeping. I am too troubled to speak. I think about the days of old, the years of long ago. In the night, I remember my song. I commune with myself. My spirit inquires, will Adonai reject forever? Will he never show his favor again? Has his grace permanently disappeared? Is his word to all generations done away with? Has God forgotten to be compassionate? Has he in anger withheld his mercy? Then I added, that's my weakness, supposing the Most High's right hand could change. So I will remember myself of Yah's doings. Yes, I will remember your wonders of old. I will meditate on your work and think about what you have done. God, your way is in holiness. What God is as great as God? You are the God who does wonders. You revealed your strength to the peoples. With your arm, you redeemed your people, the descendants of Jacob and Joseph. The waters saw you, God, the waters saw you and writhed in anguish, agitated to its depths. The clouds poured water, the skies thundered, your arrows flashed here and there. The sound of your thunder was in the whirlwind. The lightning flashes lit up the world. The earth trembled and shook. Your way went through the sea, your path through the turbulent waters, but your footsteps could not be traced. You led your people like a flock under the care of Moses and Aaron. So I just want to look at some of the questions that the psalmist had when he was writing this psalm. Will Adonai reject forever? Will he never show his favor again? Has his grace permanently disappeared? Is his word to all generations done away? Has God forgotten to be compassionate? Has he in anger withheld his mercy? Then I added, this is my weakness. What is my weakness? Supposing. When you look at the word supposing, it means to assume to be true, to guess at something. His weakness was assuming something to be true that wasn't true and guessing at something. So the writer is asking all these questions and supposing or guessing because of circumstances that God has rejected, that God has removed his favor, that his grace has permanently disappeared, has been done away. He cannot see God's compassion or his mercy. And he asks if God has done these things because of his anger. But in that supposing, that guessing about where God is and what is happening, he realizes, this is my weakness. His weakness was thinking or guessing that the Most High's right hand could change, that God could change his mind, forget his own character, which is acceptance, to show favor, to be gracious, that the word he speaks is true and strong and life-giving. How could he forget to be compassionate? He's a compassionate God. He is the compassionate one. How could he forget to be merciful? He is a God of mercy. How could his right hand change? His right hand represents God's ultimate power and authority, and where the exalted Son, Jesus Christ, stands. God knows who he is. Our weakness is sometimes that we don't know who he is. The psalmist reminds himself of God's doings, reminds himself of God's works and what he has done. He remembers all the wonders of old. He meditates on God's work. He thinks about what God has done. He declares, God, your way is holiness. He declares what God is as great as our God. You do wonders. You reveal your strength. You redeem your people. You lead your people like a flock. Psalm 78 says, the things that we have heard and known and which our fathers told us, we will not hide them from their descendants. We will tell the generations to come the praises of Adonai and his strength, the wonders that he has performed. Encourage yourself in who he is. Remind yourselves of God's doings in your life. Remember God's wonders in history and in your own past. Meditate on God's work. Think about what God has done. Declare, God, your way is holiness. Declare what God is as great as you, O God. God of wonders, strength, power, and glory. God is a good God. He never changes. And when circumstances seem to say something different, don't suppose or guess that he has lifted his hand. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He is a good God.